people who use public services should have a bigger role in how they're run. That's the message tonight from volunteer and public sector groups who say such a transformation would mean ordinary people could decide what's on offer. And as Daniel Davis now reports, Welsh Government ministers are backing the idea.
There was a time when we did it ourselves. Before the welfare state, volunteer soup kitchens were a safety net for those on the breadline. Mutuals and co-ops brought people together to provide for the needy. The idea of everyone joining in is still alive and kicking. At this music group in Swansea, people with learning difficulties organise the activities they want. It relies on people donating their time. Some say this is a blueprint for other public services.
As a community, we waste massive amounts of human capital, human assets. We all have skills and abilities and we don't use them together. We want to build a stronger community because actually that helps people to feel safer and have a stronger sense of belonging.
Instead of the state deciding what services we get, can't ordinary people have a bigger say? It's an old idea with a new name. Co-production. Today there was a call for this kind of approach in Wales. The UK government tried something similar with David Cameron's Big Society, but some wondered whether that was code for cuts.
We actually think there's an alternative to welfare cuts. We know there's an alternative to this idea that some people are deserving of support and some people are not deserving of support. It's not the Big Society, we don't want that. We don't want privatisation. We want a Welsh model for public services that actually goes back to our traditions of community and of self-help and of mutualism.
Supporters claim co-production delivers better results in the NHS when GPs send patients to self-help groups instead of just prescribing medicine. They say it's cut crime where youngsters have helped clear up black spots for antisocial behaviour and helped run down communities where volunteers teach new skills in classes. So how far can it go?
I don't think of co-production as a covert way of trying to pass over responsibilities from the state to individuals on a sort of you're on your own now sort of basis.
With ministers promising to beat the drum for this campaign, the idea may have found a receptive audience.
Well, Noreen Blanouet is one of the directors of All in This Together who are promoting co-production. Good evening. So we saw an example there of co-production. You're asking it to be the primary approach to public services. Right. So how do you expect it to work?
What we would like, and we're very supported in this wish, is that there's the impetus behind effectively what is a culture change. We would like the attitude to change from the public service organisations essentially saying, well, how can you fit as service users into our systems, and changing to asking a different kind of question, which is, what would you like your life to be like? What do you need? What is a good life for you? And how can we support you in achieving that? So it's about creating a partnership between this public service delivery and services and the citizens who use the public services. So I suppose it's not a short answer to how I would see it, because there isn't a cookie-cutter approach. It's an overarching set of principles in that we need that to happen, and then it will depend on the individual circumstances.
Isn't this just accepting, though, cuts to public services and accepting that those cuts are permanent? We saw something similar with the UK government talking about the Big Society.
Yes and no. Yes, there are cuts. Yes, there's economic difficulties, there's austerity, but no, it's not the Big Society. It's not about pushing back to the service users to go, you do it, because we don't have the resources to do it. Yes, it is about accepting those cuts and that we need to do things in a different way because the system doesn't work anymore. But it's about, let's work together to create something that's sustainable and that works for everybody.
But this isn't new, though, is it? I mean, you yourself have said that communities are already helping themselves.
Yes, absolutely. It's not a new concept. I mean, the term co-production appeared in the 70s, so it's by no means new. And a lot of people have been doing this type of work according to co-production principles, just not calling it co-production. But the term has now come to prominence, and it's a wonderful opportunity to go, look, this is happening everywhere. It's working. Let's do it. Let's do more of it, please.
So is this born then of a sense among volunteering groups that they have no choice but to do it for themselves because money is so tight?
There is that, but there's also a sense within public services that there's a better way to interact with the users. It's coming from all sorts of different levels at the same time.
Noreen Blannoy, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.